some contact cleaner, so I'll be cleaning up all of the pots, spraying all the connections, all the switches, basically, I mean everything on here basically, because it was filthy. Giving her a few squirts of that and then seeing what we can do. Maybe getting some Q-tips.
Whoa. Okay. What?
Oh. There it landed. Getting some Q-tips and cleaning out the inputs real good. Yeah. Just giving it a good cleaning. And we're going to solder that back together. And maybe see what we can do about putting it back together. So, these here, giving them a quick spray right up in there. Just gonna work everything back and forth right this second. See these screws? I'm gonna be taking off these knobs individually and getting a Q-tip in there too. But this will help, break up anything beforehand. All right, reassembly is going pretty good. Pretty good. Just a few things I want to look at. Got all this together. Gonna have to solder the reverb back together before I stick that back in. We'll do that soonish. Sometimes modern problems take modern solutions. So I'm gonna make this thing lower so it actually fits in there better. So it's not up against, I can't remember what it was, but it was up against one of the parts of the amplifier, which I don't want it to be up against. So we ended up lowering it quite a bit. So then hopefully it has enough clearance. And then, I didn't have any actual screws that would have been sufficient, but I had these and I have washers. So yeah, we'll go with that route for now. Well, let's see what happens now. Yeah, it's still touching, so I'm gonna unscrew it and just scooch it down a little bit down there, so I just don't like it touching magnetism and whatnot. There we go. That's enough of a gap. I'm happy with that. Scooted it down. We're still covering everywhere we need to. Good, cool. This speaker is also a Scorpion. I believe from what I looked up, it was made by Peavey. All right, back in the basement for the next part. We're gonna have to solder the spring reverb back together. See, we got a loose wire right here. We gotta put that guy back on there. She came loose. And this is it's basically the inside of a spring-driven reverb. If nobody's ever seen anything like that before. Usually, unless it's a digital, this is what it looks like when it's called has the spring reverb on it, or when it says spring reverb. All right, that's all shiny. Sparkle, sparkle. Well, it's not the best, but it's in there. So what we're gonna do now is flip this over. I'm gonna put it back how it was. It was tied to this, or electrical taped onto here, and then it was put in some sort of nifty holding bag. I imagine that's kind of a sound dampening type thing. And then I'm going to put it back in the amp and then finish it up, and then we'll turn it on and see what happens. Alright, there. Well, we're going to end up with something like that. All I had was red electrical tape, so that had to do. So then let's take it back upstairs. There we go. This is the little sleeve thing that it came out of, so put it back in there. Ran the cord up through this hole. I'm going to mount it down in there. Run the cords up, plug them in. Get everything else plugged in. One thing left to do, that's to test it out. I used the Ventura because I just broke a string on the Fender. I was going to use something different for a change, but whatever. I have to get new strings on that. Let's see what we got here. So, we're putting out some gain. That's pretty cool. Hear that? That is very nice reverb. For some bluesy. Bring the volume down a little bit and the master up a little bit. See the clean. Pardon me, I have the shaky cam out today. My other stand's upstairs, so I'm not going to get it. All in all, I really like the sound of that music, man. There's a few more things we're going to have to look at, maybe take apart. I don't know if cleaning is going to get the job done. We might need to swap out some inputs or something. Find some, because the first channel is still really scratchy on the one side, and then low mode doesn't really work that well, so we're gonna have to track that down, see what's going on. It's definitely not the speaker. I mean, for what it sounds like everything I heard. So till next time, thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by. This finishes up the Music Man saga. So I might tinker around here and there with it. If I do, I'll post a short video. Thanks for watching.